I was confused. I had not been at the 7 Gangs and 18 Society's first meeting, so how could I know where Yellow Dragon's seat was? But I called not just stand there. I followed the crowd, walking around the room, stopping by the painting to gain time. Old Man Bai's voice was heard. Brother Kin, time to sit? I turned. Only one of the 25 chairs was empty, clearly Kinjenki's. I hurried over, moving through the others, and took my seat. Once seated, I saw Bai Kiwei and Bai Su standing behind Old Man Bai. He looked around the room slowly. Everyone sat tall and quiet. After a long pause, he sighed. The Green Gang has had a shame, almost shamed itself. His words changed the mood of the room. Faces became serious. He continued, back then, we all respected Treasurer Yu as a true hero. But in his old age, he betrayed us, trying to steal the 7 Gangs and 18 Society's money. We caught him early, and he is dead now. A quiet sound of regret went through the room. Everyone remembered Yu Tingwen's strong honor, now ruined among the gangs. Old Man Bai paused, then said, after all these years, leaving this money buried is useless. I have spent 6 months preparing, and now all 25 of us are here. Why not dig it up and share it as planned? Any objections? Silence followed. Then a thin, middle-aged man spoke seriously. Old Man Bai, what was our goal when we hid this money? Bai sighed again. True, sharing it now goes against our first goal. We wanted to use it to keep the gang's honor when the time was right. But the world's view of gangs has changed. Even if the situation changes, our old goals might be impossible now. I jumped in loudly and boldly. When our own people become traitors, no wonder the world looks down on us. Old Man Bai looked surprised. Brother Kin, are you blaming someone? I looked at Bai Kiwei, wanting to blame him but having no proof. Just saying what I think, I said. Yellow Dragon has no money, I have no right to talk. His face became hard. Brother Kin, what is that? When we promised to be brothers, we honored Yellow Dragon's fight for the country. Saying that cuts you off from us. His voice was sharp and commanding. I knew I had made a mistake and stood up quickly. Old Man Bai, I have been poor and bitter these years, sorry if I spoke out of turn. He nodded slowly. Brother Kin, you are a good man, honest, but talk like that hurts the brothers' goodwill. Yes, sir, I said, sitting down. I was even more impressed by Old Man Bai. His leadership was not just his unmatched skills, it was his presence. No wonder he was a legend in China's gang world. As I sat, I added, still, sharing the money now goes against our first rule. I looked at Bai Kiwei. His face twisted, and he looked at a few men who immediately shouted, I say we share it. Waiting is useless, it's just rotting underground. They pulled steel plates from their pockets, hitting them onto the table with loud sounds, pushing them to the center. In moments, 13 plates piled up. Old Man Bai coughed, then slowly slid his own steel plate forward. After a short pause, 7 more followed. 21 plates now sat in the center. I looked at the 3 who did not give their plates. One was the thin man who had spoken first. Another was a fat, strong person, probably Song Jian, the Flying Tiger Gang's big brother, a very famous person himself. The third, in his 40s, looked normal but had a quiet strength in his eyes. I had feared being the only one to disagree, but seeing 3 friends made me feel better. The fat man spoke. Brothers, Song here has a question. Go ahead, Old Man Bai said. Calling himself Song, he confirmed my guess, Song Jian of the Flying Tiger Gang. They were not a big group, mostly coal workers and poor people from northern Anhui and the Huai River. In their best time, they had saved many lives during floods, earning respect. Song Jian came from a rich family owning half the hills in Zhao County, but he had given all his money to his gang members. He leaned forward. We are 25 brothers here, some from rich families, like me. But if we share this money 25 ways, I bet each share is much more than anyone's money. What right do we have to take that much? As he finished, I jumped in. Brother Song is right. If we share it, the money should go to the thousands of brothers in our gangs, not us. The thin man nodded. I am with Song and Kin. Old Man Bai looked at the 21 steel plates, then at us 4. For a short moment, his face showed deep tiredness, a look I noticed. In that moment, I understood a lot. Normally, 21 out of 25 would not support this plan. I was sure some were paid by Bai Kiwei, and others just followed Old Man Bai's lead, not knowing the idea came from his son, not him. Old Man Bai's love and trust in Bai Kiwei were clear, but that was his weak point. Bai Kiwei was tricking him with clever moves, and the great man was stumbling because of his own son, a shame on his good name. After a long quiet time, Old Man Bai said, "You three make a fair point." He stopped talking, leaving the room surprised by his hesitation. Bai Kiwei stepped forward. "Dad, can I say something?" Old Man Bai waved a hand. "Go on." Bai Kiwei took a step. "Uncles, with 21 for and only 4 against, there is no need to talk more." His words seemed normal but were very sharp. He was telling the others to ignore us and force us to give our steel plates. The other 3 waited, not sure how to answer. I hit my hand on the table. "Nonsense." Bai Kiwei's face became dark. "Are you saying 21 uncles, including my father, are talking nonsense?" His words made everyone look at me. Some looked angry. I stood up quickly. "Old Man Bai, if you say we 4 don't matter, I will throw my steel plate out right now." Song Jian spoke up. "Brother Qin is right. Old Man Bai, many Green Gang members are spread overseas, they could share the money. But for a small group like Flying Tiger, with only 7 or 8 of us left, are we supposed to share a lot of money among just a few?" I added seriously, "Old Man Bai, think carefully. Don't let one bad decision ruin your good name." My direct words surprised the room. No one had ever spoken to Old Man Bai like that. The loud talks became quiet, everyone looking at him. He held his head, looking down, not moving for a long time. I quietly congratulated myself. If I could change Old Man Bai's mind, Bai Kiwei's plan would fail. After a tense quiet, he looked up. Every eye looked at him, waiting for his decision. But he suddenly laughed. I thought my eyes were failing me, but I was right. His words confused everyone, including me. What did he mean? His face became hard. "You spoke well just now, but I have a question for you." I felt trouble but made myself strong. "Go ahead, Old Man Bai." He spoke slowly, each word carefully. "Who exactly are you?" His question hit like thunder, leaving me numb and speechless. The room filled with quiet talking. Bai Kiwei shouted, "Be quiet, let my father speak." I made myself calm. "Old Man Bai, what is wrong with you? Do you not recognize Qin Zhangqi?" He shook his head. "You look exactly like Qin Zhangqi, even the dragon tattoo. You have studied him well, but you are too smart. If Qin was this capable, Yellow Dragon would not be stuck in the Zhejiang Hills barely living." His voice became sharp. "Who are you, daring to pretend to be Qin Zhangqi?" Before I could answer, 4 men jumped from their seats, surrounding me from behind. I looked back, they had trapped me. A cold feeling went through me. I called out, "Brother Song, what is this nonsense?" Song Jian stood, his voice cold. "Now that Old Man Bai points it out, you do seem too smart." Even though Song Jian and I agreed on the money, I knew if my cover was found out, he would not stand with me. Sweat covered my hands. "Old Man Bai, then who do you think I am?" He pushed his chair back and stood. "Whoever you are not Qin Zhangqi. You look just like him." Almost fooled me, but you forgot one thing. Qin is a rough person, not a very smart leader like you. As he spoke, everyone stood, making the circle around me tighter. Bai Kiwei stepped forward, ready to jump. Old Man Bai shouted, "Stop." Bai Kiwei stopped 5 or 6 feet away and smiled in a mean way. "Dad, I know who he is." "Who?" Old Man Bai asked. Bai Kiwei's face lit up with victory. "He is Wesley Wei." Bai Su gasped. "Brother, don't jump to conclusions." He smiled in a mean way. "Relax, sister, I am not blind. Why do you keep protecting this enemy of the 7 gangs and 18 societies?" Bai Su said sharply. "What does that mean? Why would I protect Wesley Wei?" Bai Kiwei insisted. "With all these uncles here, do you want me to say it clearly?" Very angry and almost crying, Bai Su was stopped by Old Man Bai's loud voice. "Enough." His command made the hall quiet. No one dared to speak. He turned to me. "You had the courage to sneak in here as a fake. Do you not have the courage to admit who you are?" My worry was very strong. My mind thought of ways to escape, but with 30 skilled fighters around me, each a master, I was trapped. Even facing Old Man Bai alone, I would struggle to get free. I forced myself to be calm. "Old Man Bai, you think too little of me. I am Wesley Wei." My confession made Bai Su gasp sharply, her hand going to her mouth. The room filled with sounds of surprise. Bai Kiwei jumped, his fingers trying to grab my chest. I moved to the side, bent down, and hit his wrist, using 3 fingers to push him away. Caught by surprise, he had not expected me to fight back. Bai Kiwei stumbled, moving back 7 or 8 steps. The circle around me became tighter, but Old Man Bai waved them away. Bai Kiwei quickly stood up, looking at me with great anger. Old Man Bai looked at me. Brother Wei, I have stayed out of things these years, but I hear things. I know your good name and respect you as a real man. Thanks for that, I said. His face became dark. But your action today breaks our 7 gangs and 18 societies rules. Do you have anything to say? Say it now. He raised his hand slowly, his sleeve moving back to show a red stone bracelet. His words told me he would not let me leave tonight. Despair hit, but the bracelet made me remember red. I said quickly, yes, I have something to say. Speak freely, he said. Whatever you need done, I will make sure it is done.
Once seated, I saw Bai Kiwei and Bai Su standing behind Old Man Bai. Old Man Bai paused, then said, "After all these years, leaving this money buried is useless. I have spent 6 months preparing, and now all 25 of us are here. Why not dig it up and share it as planned? Any objections?" I was even more impressed by Old Man Bai. His leadership was not just his unmatched skills, it was his presence. Calling himself Song, he confirmed my guess, Song Jian of the Flying Tiger Gang.
He leaned forward. We are 25 brothers here, some from rich families, like me. But if we share this money 25 ways, I bet each share is much more than anyone's money. What right do we have to take that much?
Bai Kiwei was tricking him with clever moves, and the great man was stumbling because of his own son, a shame on his good name. Song Jian spoke up. Brother Qin is right. Old Man Bai, many Green Gang members are spread overseas, they could share the money. But for a small group like Flying Tiger, with only 7 or 8 of us left, are we supposed to share a lot of money among just a few? I made myself calm. Old Man Bai, what is wrong with you? Do you not recognize Qin Hanky? As he spoke, everyone stood, making the circle around me tighter.
His face became dark. But your action today breaks our 7 gangs and 18 societies rules. Do you have anything to say? Say it now.